This segment is sponsored by Easton Outdoors. Micah Miller is the managing member. He's here to give us some suggestions.
Yeah.
Thanks as always for joining us here on HRS.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so what are some of the reasons people would want or need to revamp their yard?
Yes, good question. So in this particular job that we're looking at today, one of the big things they were trying to do is use that side yard. They had a side yard that was unused. It's this weird little alley area in Smithfield where it was like partially for parking, partially for their driveway, and it was also the access to their house and was in between their screened-in porch. And they said, hey, we want more outdoor space. We've got a busy road behind us. We've got all this weirdness going on. How do we make that happen? And so in this particular case, we decided to create a side patio that kind of bridged the gap between it, put a fence in line as well. And while we were doing that, we made all pavers and did a little landscape screen that's going to grow up and kind of give them that little cozy feeling on the side.
Yeah, is a side yard a space that a lot of people kind of take for granted or don't consider using?
I would say that it gets overlooked pretty often. And in this particular yard, as you can see, there is no other place for them to go if they wanted to have an outdoor space. And so that's what made this use of this side yard so great. Another thing that they really were trying to avoid is tracking mud in and out of the house as they were coming in, but they didn't want it to look like it was some afterthought to the original landscape. So we tied it right into the existing walkway, and then you'll notice how it wraps around and goes in that back screen porch, again, just feeling like it had been there all along.
What are some of the major elements that you were considering when you were planning this project?
Yes, so because it is narrow, they wanted to have a fire pit, and he honestly was dead set at the beginning of this project on having that fire pit built into the patio. And as we were looking at it, hey, this patio is only going to be about 10 foot wide. I advised against it. I didn't think that it was actually a good use of the space because it would end up clogging it up in the end. That fire pit would be something that they're tripping around, that chairs would be in the way, and it was just too narrow. So at the end, they did concede and they did go ahead and go with like a mobile fire pit that you see in this space. And I think that that was a better fit for how narrow it is. But now what's pretty cool about this space is now it can flex. It can be, during the summer, they were able to put their table and chair out and have a space for their grill. And then during the winter or the fall, the cooler months, then they can go ahead and put those chairs around that fire pit and use it for that space instead.
Yeah, a lot more versatile.
It is.
So what was the timeline and process like for a project like this?
Yes, so this particular project, from start to finish, the fencing, the landscape, everything that you see go into this was in just over a week.
Oh, wow.
I know.
So we talked about crunch time. That's real
right.
quick. So we're going to pop up a QR code on the screen right now. If viewers want to learn more, grab your smartphone, point it at the code. A link's going to pop up with a ton more information. So we talked about the timeline.
Yep.
What about the costs? What are we looking at financially?
That's right. So this particular space, everything that you see, turnkey from start to finish, including washing down the house when we were finished making all that mess, was $16,710.
Oh, wow. So a lot of bang for your buck right there.
It is.
What does the process look like when people initially come in? They get that consultation.
Yep.
How does this whole thing start?
Yes. So as these pictures were going through, you probably saw a design. So typically what ends up happening first, though, is I come out armed with a can of spray paint. We lay it all out. I spray paint it on the ground. We even can move furniture into that space to make sure that it actually fits. And then I take that design that we drew on the ground and I translate that into the picture design that you see.
And you've been doing this so long, transformed hundreds and hundreds of backyards, so you've got a lot of great ideas that can help bring their vision to life.
Yes, we just cracked 1,000 yards.
1,000 yards?
1,000 yards, yeah.
Congratulations, and thank you for joining us on the Hampton Roadshow.
Absolutely.
This segment of the Hampton Roadshow is sponsored by Easton Outdoors. They're located at 550 With Creek Road in Pocosin. Give them a call, 757-262-3232, or visit easton-outdoors.com. Check out more photos on social media for inspiration. They're on Facebook and Instagram at Easton Outdoors LLC.